Hey everyone, today I have a new video for you. This one is talking all about foundations. I wanted to kind of do this video to give you a review of a lot of different foundations, but I don't have the resources to buy all types of different foundations and give you a review for them. So I'm just going to give you a review for the ones that I have tried, which is Marc Face Expert, and new foundation that I'm using in this video, which is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, I guess. I don't know if you say that. I really like this foundation now. It's a really good foundation. It is costly. It's $36 as opposed to the Marc Face Expert, which is less than $15. I'm not too sure exactly how much it is. The reason why I switched from the Marc Face Expert to the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet foundation is because I have very oily skin and it gets even oilier in the summer. Instead of blotting and reapplying like I did all throughout last summer, I just want to not do that. I just want to start off with a foundation that is for matte, that gives you a matte finish. The Marc Face Expert doesn't give you a matte finish, it gives you more of a dewy finish. If you have dry skin or normal combination skin or normal skin, that's an amazing foundation. It's a very professional grade foundation for the price. But I have oily skin and I didn't want to keep reapplying my powder every time my skin got oily. So I'm going to give you a small review of the Makeup Forever foundation. You only get 1.1 fluid ounces. 1.01 fluid ounces. It's not a lot. It's a tiny little bottle. And I asked the guy how long it takes to finish this, and he said that if you use this every day, a nickel size amount, which is a lot, I use maybe a dime size, no, maybe more than that, but not a nickel size, it should last you about 3 months. This is the box it comes in. I just got it. The color I got was 60. And I did get a color that's a bit darker than my skin right now because I'm going to use this during the summer, and my skin gets darker in the summer because I swim a lot. So a few things to know about when choosing foundation and picking a foundation is you want to look at your skin. If your skin is dry, you want to get a dewy a foundation that says either dewy or illuminating or anything like that, glowing, anything like that will give your skin the glow that you need when you have dry skin. When you have oily skin, anything that says mattifying, shine free, cream to powder, anything like that is good for your skin type. And if you're combination skin or normal to combination skin, you can use either dewy or mattifying foundations, or just the good old regular foundations that everyone loves. A few tips on choosing foundations is do not swatch it on the back of your hand. That doesn't work. Try either get it professionally done, like someone will tell you your color looking at you. Another good way is to put it here on the side of your on your jaw, like in this area. Swatch 3 different kinds that you think will work if you can swatch them. Foundation lasts several months, so choose a foundation for the upcoming months. If you have a little bit left and you're gonna run out, I would choose foundation, since we're going into summer, that's good for your summer skin. Everyone has different skin in the summer. People with dry skin might have normal skin in the summer, and people with combination skin might have oily to, very oily skin in the summer. So you want to buy the foundation now that you'll need for the upcoming months. Another thing is skin tones. Foundation nowadays comes made for different skin tones, like cool skin tones. I know MAC loves, the warm and cool skin tones. So if you're the type of skin tone who, if you go out in the sun and you're there for a couple of hours, you turn bright red. Your skin tone is either ivory or porcelain. You are probably a cool tone. If you can tan easily or you have a yellow kind of hue, you're golden. And your foundation say golden or honey, you're a warm skin tone. And then there's some who are right in the middle, and you can use either. So okay, just a word on getting foundation that's a bit darker than your skin now. It can look kind of crazy, especially if you buy it now and you're like already using it now and your skin hasn't changed colors yet. What you can do is put a little bit of a lotion in it, a little bit of a face moisturizer, mix it in with the foundation, or you can put a little bit of a sunscreen mixed in, or you can get a foundation that's you already own now and it's a little bit lighter and mix that in. So those are a few tips on how to lighten up your skin, your foundation for your skin now, and be able to use it in 2 seasons. Okay, so now that we've chose our foundation and we have the right color and we know what to do if we don't have the right color, next you want to look into how to apply it. There are several things you can use to apply your foundation: brushes or sponges. I like using brushes to apply my foundation. The top 2 brushes I like using, or the top 2 most commonly used foundation brushes, look something along these lines. This is the MARC foundation brush. I've already used it. It is synthetic, very soft bristles. They're synthetic. Sometimes some foundation brushes look like this, but they're a little bit thicker and longer, and sometimes even square, or thinner and longer and square. There's just different types of variation of the foundation brush. I really like this one from MARC. It's just the right size. I don't want a really long one, I don't want a really short one, and I don't know what the deal is with the square ones. We don't have square faces. So I really like this one. It's from MARC. It's probably $7 or $8. I'm not too sure, but this is a really good foundation brush. Is the one that I like using the most. This is a really good brush to use if your foundation is a little bit stiffer to apply. Sometimes, like this foundation from Makeup Forever, it goes on very kind of stiff, not runny, kind of you know, it kind of needs to be moved around quickly. So this is a good brush for that, to apply that. If your foundation is the opposite of that and it's very runny and it moves quickly, and sometimes when you put it on the back of your hand and you move your hand and it kind of runs down, if your foundation's like that, a good brush to use is a stippling brush. This brush is from MAC. It's from their Hello Kitty collection. I don't know the name of it. I know they still sell this brush, but it just has like a longer end. I don't know the name though. I don't know any of MAC's brush names or numbers. This brush is synthetic here, and then these are synthetic as well. The black down here, it looks, there's a lot more black than there is white ones, as you can see. The point of the black is to have density so that these won't move around. When you apply this to your face, let's do it this way, the black brushes should not be moving at all. See how the black brushes are not really moving? It's mainly just the white brushes. The black brushes are just there to add density to this brush. The way you apply this brush, the foundation for this brush, is your foundation's in the back of your hand or on whatever it is that you put your foundation on. Stipple it onto the brush like this. You want to pat the foundation brush like this into the foundation, and then you put it on your face by patting all of it on there. Stippling is what it's called. You stipple it all on there like this, and then you'll see like little stipple marks, and then you use the same brush in a circular motion and just blend those stippling marks in, and that's how you use it. Okay, so now that you have your brushes, you have your foundation, so then you want to now go ahead and start applying. The first thing you want to apply is your skin moisturizer, your face moisturizer. The one that I used is the Mark For Goodness Face. It contains SPF 30. If you have very oily skin, I suggest a mattifying one like the Mark Matte Chance. And then you want to wait about 5 minutes so that it can really absorb, so that your skin can absorb the moisturizer. Next thing you want to do is apply a face primer. What a primer does is it just kind of makes your face like a smooth surface, especially if you have any type of acne scarring or anything else that you have on your skin. A primer makes it like a smooth surface. So the primer that I'm going to be using is by Dr. Brandt. It's called Pores No More. The reason I use this primer is because it makes my large pores tiny and even disappear sometimes. I'm almost out. This has lasted me almost a year. I think I got this last May or last June. I'm not too sure. But it's lasted a good long time since I use it every day. Pump a bit onto the back of my hand. It's like running out. So I'm just going to squeeze it up there. You don't need that much, so I'm just going to take it with my ring finger and apply it directly onto my large pores area. So right here, turn the light on. Right here in this area and on my nose. And as you can see, it's also helping to mattify my skin. Primers can also help to control oil and mattify your skin. A good primer will do all of this, even out your skin, mattify the skin, and control large pores. So I really like this one by Dr. Brandt. I'm gonna use that much. Okay, and I'm just gonna apply it starting in the middle and working out. I really like it. It has a very matte finish. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is apply concealer. If you applied a powder foundation first, or if your foundation is powder, you want to apply concealer first. If your foundation is liquid, you apply it second. The concealer I'm going to be using is what's left of my tiny Mark Good Riddance. Actually, I had a new one. I'm gonna take my concealer brush and just smooth this out. Blend it into the foundation. Oh, I forgot to mention this foundation is waterproof, which is really good for those summer days that you sweat. It feels like you sweat off your foundation. And it really does stay on. I've been working out and I leave my foundation on because, you know, I put it on during the day and I work out in the evening and my foundation stays put. So I think that's really awesome. Next, I'm going to take my Mark Save the Day foundation. This contains salicylic acid. So I use this on my acne prone areas. And just blend it in with that same brush. Okay, after that, it's time to apply your a powder so that it can set and feels really good on. So that it can set this foundation. They gave me a little sample of the Makeup Forever HD finishing translucent powder, so I'm gonna use that. Wow, it feels like very, very fine, like flour. It feels very soft. I'm gonna apply my Totally Balmed. This is in Totally Cute, so it has a little bit of a pink hue to it. So after that, your foundation is done. So I hope you picked up a few good tips and tricks with this video. I hope it was useful to some of you, and I hope that I gave a good review of the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet foundation.